Be prepared. You're about to witness history in real time, and most people have no idea what's coming. This isn't just another week. This isn't just another shift. And it's not just about how insanely rare this is. What's happening right now carries a spiritual weight we haven't seen in a long time, and the effects will ripple across every part of your life, whether you're ready for them or not. If you're even remotely in tune with energy, you can probably feel it already. A weird feeling that life hasn't been real lately, maybe even this unshakable sense that something big is coming. Well, you're right, because one of the most spiritually significant days of the entire year is happening this week, and if you miss what it's trying to show you, you could be left completely unprepared. And if you've been feeling like time has been speeding up, like the days are blurring together, keep watching, because there's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now, but I'll get to that later, so stick around. For now, just know this. The stage is set. The first domino is about to fall, and once it does, there's no stopping what comes next. This isn't random. Everything happening this week is a carefully placed move in a game that's been playing out for centuries. It all starts subtly, whispers before the storm. And today, March 9th, sets the first pieces in motion. It will affect you in ways that might seem small at first, but trust me, this is only the beginning, because this is just the build-up. These are the pieces shifting, the tension rising. Everything is leading up to March 14th. And what happens on that day? That's when the board flips completely. Two powerful planetary conjunctions, and they're happening on the same day. Today, March 9th, is where the battle begins. A clash between heart and mind, instinct and reason. The moon collides with Mars, igniting raw emotion, unfiltered reactions, and a fire inside you that refuses to be tamed. At the very same time, Venus locks into Mercury, pulling everything toward careful thought, weighing options, searching for balance. It's a cosmic tug-of-war, and you're standing right in the middle of it. One moment, your heart is screaming at you to act, to take the risk, to go all in, to fight for what you want. The next, your mind is calculating every possibility, warning you to slow down, to wait, to think before you leap. A war is being fought inside you, passion against logic, instinct against reason. The question is, which side will you let win? But be careful, because this isn't just about today. The choices you make under this energy will have consequences that stretch far beyond this moment. The chain reaction has already begun, and in just a few days, the intensity will reach levels we haven't seen in years. And when March 14th arrives, that's when everything changes. Some days feel like any other. And then there are days that split reality in two, before and after. This is one of those days. March 14th is not just another full moon. It's not just another eclipse. It's a turning point. On this day, we will witness a total lunar eclipse, a full moon that will turn red, and a meteor shower at its peak, all in one day. It means there is no stopping what's coming. The moon, earth, and sun align in perfect formation, shifting the tides of energy across the planet. The veil between the seen and the unseen wears paper thin. And just when you think you've grasped what's happening, the sky itself ignites. The gamma meteor shower peaks, raining down streaks of light, as if the universe is marking this shift with a cosmic signature. This isn't just an event, this is a signal, and whether you see it or not, its effects will be undeniable. A day like this doesn't come without reason. It's the climax of everything that's been building, the choices made, the emotions stirred, the patterns set into motion. They all converge here. But this is just the beginning. There's something deeper about three major celestial events striking on the same day. It carries a meaning, a message that most people will overlook. But if you want to know why this is happening, what this really means for you, You need to keep watching, because once you understand it, you'll never look at March 14th the same way again. March 12th is a hidden moment of judgment. Most won't even notice it, but you will feel it. No flashing lights, no grand spectacle, just a quiet, invisible force pressing against you, testing you when you least expect it. This isn't just another day. This is Saturn standing in perfect alignment with the Sun. Saturn, the great teacher, the guardian of karma, the silent watcher of your every move, merging with the very source of illumination. And when that happens, nothing stays hidden. Every choice, every hesitation, every suppressed truth suddenly rises to the surface. The things you've avoided facing, the responsibilities you've delayed, the internal struggles you've ignored, Saturn sees them all. For some, this will be a moment of clarity, a cosmic green light that tells them they're on the right path. A missing puzzle piece may finally click into place. A lingering doubt might dissolve in an instant. The weight you've carried for so long may suddenly feel lighter, as if an unseen hand is lifting it from your shoulders. But for others, this will be a wake-up call. If you've been ignoring the signs, delaying what you know you need to do, this is the day that could shake you awake. And it won't be in a way you expect. It won't announce itself with thunder and lightning. Instead, it might show up as a challenge, or something so small yet so profound that you can't brush it aside. And make no mistake, something is coming. This test isn't random, it's preparation. Because just 2 days later, the energy will start to shift, and by March 14th, everything changes. Think about what it means for just one major celestial event to happen. A full moon can shift emotions. An eclipse can change trajectories. A meteor shower can bring messages from the cosmos. But what happens when all three collide on the same day? A total lunar eclipse, a red full moon, the peak of a meteor shower. This isn't just a full moon. It's a moon under extreme conditions. A moon drowned in shadow, tinted in deep red, bathed in cosmic fire from the meteors above. The Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon, cutting off its light, forcing it into darkness. And for a moment, however brief, the entire world stands in cosmic limbo. It's a reset, a recalibration, a breaking point between the old and the new. And then the sky ignites. The meteor shower reaches its peak, raining down cosmic debris. Each streak of light carries something deeper, messages, activations, energies that most will overlook. But you won't. You'll feel it. The question is, do you understand what it means? Because when three forces like this collide, the universe is speaking loudly, and if you don't listen now, you might miss something you can't afford to ignore. And this is only what's happening on the surface, because beneath all of this, something else is accelerating, and in just a moment, you'll understand exactly what that is. Something strange is happening this week, not just in the events, but in the lack of them. March 9th bursts onto the scene with planetary alignments, Mars and the Moon, Venus and Mercury colliding in a clash of energy. It's like the universe slamming its fist down on the table, making its presence impossible to ignore. But then, nothing. March 10th, silence. March 11th, empty. It's as if the cosmos itself has taken a step back, holding its breath. Then, just when the stillness starts to feel unsettling, March 12th arrives, Saturn at solar conjunction, a Karmicus test. But before we can even process what just happened, another pause. March 13th, blank, stagnant, and unmoving. It's eerie when you think about it. The universe isn't random. It's a system, a pattern, a force that follows an intricate rhythm. But this is different. It's like the sky itself is hesitating, waiting for something, or giving us a moment to catch up. Because what if these pauses aren't just gaps? What if they're thresholds? Stillness is never empty. It's full of everything waiting to happen. We're trained to focus on movement, on action. But some of the most pivotal moments in life aren't about what's happening. They're about what's about to happen. Imagine walking into a darkened theatre. The murmurs fade, the lights dim, the curtain trembles just for a second before the entire stage erupts into action. That's what this week is. That's what these pauses are. Because March 14th isn't just another event, it's the event. The one everything else has been making space for. It's the moment when everything erupts, and when it does, there's no turning back. Most weeks crawl by. This one, it feels turbocharged, like a silent motor is pushing everything forward. Remember at the beginning when I told you, if time has been feeling like it's moving too fast, there was a reason? Well, this is it. Something is shifting beneath the surface. It's subtle but undeniable. Maybe you've already noticed it. Maybe plans that felt months away are suddenly knocking on your door. Maybe conversations that should have been slow and drawn out are happening all at once. Maybe decisions that felt impossible to make just a few weeks ago now seem obvious. This is what happens when the universe picks up the pace. It's not random. It's not chaotic. It's a controlled acceleration, an unseen force pushing things into alignment faster than expected. And this isn't just about external events. It's happening within you too. One moment, you feel like you're in control, like you have time to prepare. And then suddenly, you're thrown into situations where you have to act. No more waiting, no more hesitation. It's uncomfortable, it's disorienting, but it's necessary. Because right now, things that were once moving at a slow, predictable speed are shifting into high gear. The world is being rearranged behind the scenes, and by the time you realize it, you'll already be in the middle of something new. It's not just movement, it's momentum, and once momentum takes over, there's no stopping it. So if you've been feeling like time is slipping through your fingers, if your reality seems to be unfolding faster than you can keep up with, you're not imagining it. There are moments in time where everything changes. And the strangest part, you won't even realize it until it's already happened. The eclipse will pass, the meteor shower will fade, the energy that built up all week will reach its climax, and then stillness. At least, that's how it will seem on the surface. But the truth is, something underneath it all has shifted. Some people will wake up on March 15th feeling lighter, not because of anything obvious, but because something intangible feels gone. Maybe it's an old fear that doesn't seem as loud anymore. Maybe it's a sense of clarity that wasn't there before. Maybe it's just a feeling that the air itself is different. But others will feel unsettled, not in a bad way, just in a way that makes them feel like they're on the edge of something big. A chapter has closed, a door has opened, and whether or not they're ready for it, they know there's no going back. This isn't just the end of a powerful astrological week. It's the beginning of a new energetic phase. The aftershock won't hit all at once. For some, it'll be immediate, sudden realizations, unexpected changes, people or opportunities entering or leaving their lives. But for others, it will unfold slowly, like ripples expanding outward from a single event. Pay attention, because the next few months, they won't follow the same patterns you're used to. The things that seemed predictable before, they're not so certain anymore. The people who felt permanent, they might be on a different path now. Either way, the world won't be the same anymore, and neither will you. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.